Hello, this is part 46 of my Road to Wellness vlog. Not really much to talk about today, to be honest. Just a pretty mundane Saturday, quite far away from weigh day and everything. I know my life seems to be revolving around that at the moment, but essentially that's pretty much all I've got going on. And yeah, I'm not saying it's the only thing I've got going on, but my priority of the day is gym, and I guess my short-term goals every week for the Thursday are just on my mind quite a fair bit, especially through obviously training and a bit of what I'm eating, and yeah. So today I woke up at stupidly early for what time I went to bed. I think I went to bed about 3 o'clock, and then I was up at around 8 o'clock because I wanted to watch England versus Argentina in the Rugby in the World Cup. And yeah, as soon as England scored their third try, I knocked it off, because yeah, there was no way Argentina was going to get back into that because they had a red card. So I knocked it off. I watched a bit of YouTube for a bit, and then I managed to get a nice little nap in, and then I woke up at 12:30, which I wasn't particularly happy with. I didn't want to nap for that long, because I felt like I had not very little time. I had about 3 hours off, what was it, 4 hours left of gym time because I closes at 4:30. You do the math with that, 3-4 hours. My head is not thinking clearly at the moment. So yeah, I managed to get to the gym. I think it was around 2 o'clock, so that went too bad for me. Today, obviously after yesterday's antics where I did 107 minutes on the elliptical machine, I wanted to stay as far away from there as possible and not resort to not going to the gym. So I went straight to the running machine, and I set the running machine to 9. I didn't have a warm up because I just don't tend to warm up. I just tend to crack on with it. But I always stretch. Like I said before, I always make sure I get my stretches in because I think is like vitally important for me because I'm overtraining, but I feel fine. I still feel fine. My legs are fine. Mentally struggling a little bit, but like I said, I'm not going to blame that on the exercise. I'm going to blame that on the medication because the medications I'm on obviously making me lethargic, and I feel like you've heard all this before in a different video. So yeah, so I jumped on the running machine. I put it to 9 kilometers an hour from the start. I did that for about 2 minutes, and my brain was like, "What the fuck are you doing, Matt?" Because I'm not particularly used to running at that speed at the moment. I did 10 minutes the other day. I feel like I could have stuck it out for 10 minutes, but I was looking to get a good few minutes jogging in today. So I switched it down to 8.6 then. That was a bit more sustainable. And then I thought, to take it a bit easier, knocked it down to 8.2, and then I did that for a half hour without stops. So that was really good, especially coming off the back of what I did yesterday. And like I said, I wanted to avoid the elliptical. Usually I would just jump straight on the elliptical, but I feel like I'm saying elliptical a lot. It's not a very pleasant word to say. Too many fuck, what's that word? I can't remember. I'll remember for tomorrow's video. And yeah, so After that, yeah, like I said, I'd usually jump on the elliptical, and then I ended up, I stayed on the treadmill then for another 36 minutes. I went to go water at about the 45-minute mark, so I ran out of water. But all I was doing then was just walking uphill. The gradient was 7.5, I think the speed was 5, but that kept the calories ticking along nicely. I was sweating my absolute arse off, so that felt like an easy burn. That was nice to do. I was just there listening to music. The time went pretty fast, and it was the biggest mess I've actually made on a running machine. The sweat was all along the sides, it was all on the handles, on the bloody front. Yeah, so but for me, there's sign of a good workout. But I felt a bit bad then. Usually I'd like clean the top of the machine, but I felt like I'd made such a mess that I had to clean the bottom of the machine also. So that's pretty much me for today. Quite a boring entry into my vlog journal, but at least we're cracking on with it. Yeah, so happy days. By the way, I'm gonna start using my phone holder. Best flatter an angle. Double chin's nearly gone though.